tell I get more benefit from the 10 to 12 range. The lightweight, dude, that pump is nasty. It sets to 20 though.
Oh yeah, it is.
Especially in a circuit, barbell circuit. You do sets to 20, it's like 100 circuit sets. Just the rep set is just like super out of breath.
Oh yeah. Well, Tucker, what where are we?
3 weeks out.
And I'm not sure that we've told you this, but tell the news, Tucker. I've known it for a little bit. I mean, we're sitting together and we're talking about what we're going to do.
Well, I can't tell that yet. It hasn't happened. You're talking about stores, right?
No. Tucker is competing as well.
Oh, that's like 3 weeks old.
But we haven't told them yet, though.
I didn't know that. I thought we'd done that.
No, we haven't.
I'm competing in Europa now.
Surprise!
Yeah, so we're 3 weeks out. Did you confuse the hell out of me now?
Anyway.
We're talking about it. We was talking like 9 things.
I'll make sure we're...
Yeah, 3 weeks out. I mean, just a little bit more cutting. About 2 weeks out, we'll change everything up. A little bit more hardcore, get off the isolates pretty soon.
Yeah. So like, I guess what, we have like a week left of powders? And then it's
I mean, we'll still be using powders, the PF3, but yeah, barely.
Yeah, where's the PF here? PF3 here?
It's no, you can grab mine around my bag right there.
Tell us about the PF3. This is a great company.
This awesome product, PF3. In a normal scoop of whey, only about the bottom 3% is going to be actual protein. This is that bottom 3% without all the fillers and all the other stuff there in those proteins. So it's way more bioactive. It's literally the size of a penny, and it's equal to about a scoop of whey. So it's definitely useful as far as contest prep, leaning out, getting
cutting all the calories and being able to get.
You won't hold near as much water. Yeah. You won't even have to drink it with water almost.
So like,
useful for a lot of things.
We're probably gonna try to make little biscuits, you know.
So we can eat it without water.
Yeah, so it's like that.
Easy, yeah, you just put in like a shot glass, drop or two of water, let it yolk up.
Yeah, so.
I mean, you could literally, even with just like a shot of water, just probably swallow that.
Oh yeah, for sure. So that's gonna be definitely a
game changer. No, yeah, Jason saw that and instantly was like, I want some.
Yeah.
I was like,
and then, is this the leucine? Yeah. Tell us about leucine.
This is fermented leucine, which is pretty much just straight leucine. Leucine is one of the essential amino acids. The only one your body can't make on its own. Well, it might not be the only one, but it's one of the most important ones that your body can't make on its own. So this is
super essential for being in such a caloric deficit and
for reservation of muscle, soreness, just recovery, everything. Although all the things BCAAs do, this is the best one that does it. So and this is only like $18 or something. It's cheap, definitely worth it. It's like 20, I think, full price. Yeah, it's cheap for a little.
Gotcha. No, for sure. I need to get some of that.
It's super crucial.
And so yeah, it is April 14th. We're basically 3 weeks out, maybe 3.5 weeks-ish.
14, so we got 16, 10, 26 days. A little over 3 weeks.
Oh man.
3 weeks and like 4 days if you count, from Monday to Friday.
So one of the things we were talking about is I've mentioned it a few times, is a water cut. Is something that you do like the last 10 days, last week of the show. You push all the water out of your body because your body actually retains a lot of water. It's actually 10 to 15 pounds of weight, that you carry around. So there's a number of ways. There's not necessarily a number of ways, but there's like a classic way of cutting water, and I think we're discussing maybe a different way that we might do. I feel like I retain a lot of water. We got a customer. Tell us about the water cut.
Okay, average bodybuilder is going to do first the sodium load, which where you load your body full of sodium, and then you do sodium cut, which means you have no sodium for like 3 days. Then you load up the water and hit your water cut, because sodium makes you hold water, so you want to deplete your body of sodium, hit all the water cut, you start taking your aldactone or whatever prescription strength diuretic you have, and cut up until the day of the show, and then bam, that's your water cut. Some people don't do the sodium load, some people do. Makes it a little bit more intense, but honestly, for physique, you don't have to go to that length. And that's what Jason was saying, is he just buys an over-the-counter diuretic and just cuts his water, doesn't do the sodium or anything like that, doesn't do it as intense. So I mean, I was gonna do it that way, but yeah, he's also a lot more jacked, so the more muscle you have, the easier it is to do things like that.
Yeah.
That's why we were seeing how Reidland was gonna do his.
Because I feel like I hold a lot of water.
The sodium, the sodium cut and load will help a lot with that.
Yeah.
Definitely. But you already got a pre-clean diet, so you can't have too much sodium in yours.
Yeah, I don't have. Yeah.
But that's the thing. If you don't have enough sodium, you gotta load up on the sodium to get rid of it. Just like sort of like how the more water you drink, the less water you hold. You know. So
right.
You gotta go
for sure.
backwards to go forward sometimes.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're really almost the same thing. You're just doing a little sodium cut and all that, and then maybe might get you a prescription strength diuretic instead of over the counter. Technically, the water cut itself is the same though. So.
So just deciding whether or not I do like a sodium.
Yeah, either sodium load and what diuretic you're gonna use.
What kind of sodium? What's the sodium load look like? Did you do that?
I just got. Tom and Sean had me just get literally a bag of salt, and you just toss it all over your food for a couple days. Literally like spoonfuls, like
wow.
Like load up, and then. Plus, I was eating My Fit Foods all last time, which is loaded with sodium already.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, and then just bam, no sodium right when you hit the. I forgot which day exactly, but right when you start the 2 gallons or the 1 gallon, you cut off all the sodium.
Is that like what, a week out, 7 days?
It's like the last 6 days, yeah, because you go 3 gallons one day to load up, 2 gallons, then 1 gallon, then a half a gallon, a quarter gallon, and then you have like a
so
day.
You would do like how many days would you do like a sodium load up?
I think they'd be doing it for 3 or 4 days.
So that'd be like 10 days out.
Next week, it would be the week before the show. Or would that be the next week?
We are 3.5 weeks out. 3 weeks.
At Friday, we're 3 weeks out. So it wouldn't be next week, it would be next week near the end of the week. Friday, Saturday, you'd be hitting the sodium load. Then the next Monday would be the week before Europa. So that's when you would be doing the water cut and everything.
It's getting close.
Yeah, we're about 2 weeks out from the water cut. That's the worst part of all this, literally, the water cut. Like, you don't understand.
I don't. I was there with Tucker actually.
Just imagine eating all the food you have to eat, no water. Yeah. That already sucks. Yeah. And then imagine being thirsty for a day and a half before that.
Now, what are we gonna do with the diet? Because Tucker and I eat a lot of just beef and eggs, and just.
That's what I was thinking about, keeping it like the pros doing it with the ketogenic and just mass amounts of steak. Because when you're not working out, you don't need the carbs.
But there's sodium and water in steak, as opposed to like dry turkey.
Yeah, as I said, like we'll have to work on it. That's why I need to find out what way you're going to do it, so we can make that prep up. Because I'm not doing the same cut or load or any of that, so it'll be a lot easier for me.
But are you going to do the way you cut before, just the dry turkey and potatoes? I'm thinking
I'm going to do it a little differently.
How are you going to do it?
Like I said, probably just straight steak. Maybe toss in like some potatoes as light carbs or something like light, or maybe really just probably almond butter as my carbs occasionally. That's what I'm feeling. Just 'cause the steak will hold the muscle on a lot more than chicken or anything else like that.
Yeah, but it does have like this that 4 ounces of the beef that we eat.
That's beef, not steak though. I'm talking steak.
Yeah.
Like good meat. The last week.
Like flank.
Yeah, like good meat.
Flank is like 95% lean.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll need the fat for sure at that moment. With the water cut, you're going to need all the fat for energy and everything to keep your metabolism running.
But steak naturally has more sodium in it.
Like I said, that's why I'm not doing the sodium load and cut though. That's why we need to find out which way you're going to do it, so we can decide on what diet to put you on for the last week.
Yeah.
So that's what you need to find out when you talk to Henrik and everyone. Find your stuff out. That way we can make up a plan.
Yeah, because
I'm still not sure of my plan exactly, but
because
it's the PF3 and steak.
Eggs and steak both have, and egg whites have a significant. I mean, more sodium than just like.
I might keep steak up until like the last 2 days, and then hit the turkey or something with the peanut butter for the fats, since it's like cleaner.
I already like.
I was gonna get an opinion too from like Sean or someone before, but like I said, yeah, when you find out how you want to do it, then we'll know. I can get a full sodium cut load diet and everything from Sean for you. So just talk to Henrik, I guess, talk to Jason, see how you want to do it, go about it.
Because I feel like if I've been eating steak and eggs all this time, if I were to switch to just turkey and potatoes all of a sudden,
you would drop a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Not necessarily bad, but
yeah.
you would definitely lean out like quick.
Even though I'm getting energy from, you know, like potatoes, because there's no fat in the turkey.
Depending how many you were eating, they just keep you pumped up. Like I said, we'll have to find out how you're doing your water cut and we'll plan from there.
Yeah.
Just because there's no point in making a diet when you don't have all the info, you know?
So just basically another week of just keeping it steak, eggs, broccoli.
No, yeah, we have about another week and a half of this.
Of just
And
keeping
then we'll have
the
a
diet
week
the
and a half
same.
of all conscious prep.
Yeah.
So yeah, we literally got until like next Thursday to hit it. And then probably by next like Saturday, then we're working out.
Really?
The last 5 days before,
Are we that?
I mean, you can do some light stuff, but I'm talking no weights. When you're on a water cut, every time you tear a muscle, it gets a hole in it. That hole holds water. So you don't want to be lifting any kind of weight. Oh, my bad.
Very good.
So you don't want to be lifting any kind of weights once you start your water cut. So that's what I'm saying. And maybe Monday, probably Saturday or Sunday, will be the only last workouts.
Wow.
That last week.
I gotta take it down, man.